So, hey, I wanted to hop on here and talk about the other two attachment styles that we have been kind of diving into briefly. So, we've talked about the anxious attachment style and how someone with that particular style of connection may show up in relationships. But now we're talking about avoidant and also the combination of anxious and avoidant, which is sometimes called disorganized or ambivalent attachment. So, avoidant people who are avoiding in relationships really do not want to bond. They have a fear of intimacy, so they will do anything that they can to push someone away. That means their communication can become aggressive at times. It can get really loud in conflict because the goal is to keep you at bay. So it's all about that surface level connection. You're never really going to know their inner thoughts or their inner, deepest emotions and things like that. It's going to be very, very surface level because that's all they can really handle. With disorganized or ambivalent attachment, you have that combination of anxious and avoidance. So it's that push and pull sometimes that we see, where sometimes, I'm calling you and texting you multiple times a day. And then a couple of days later, I'm ghosting you for 3 or 4 days in a row because, again, that's that push and pull that we have. So these are very toxic presentations in relationships. And so, as a mate to someone who is experiencing these things and having these behaviors, and also as a person that may be exhibiting these behaviors, we have to take a step back and understand, why is this dynamic? Why is this relationship so comfortable for me? Why do I feel home in this toxicity? And more often than not, the reason why we do is because it's a replication of what we've already experienced either in childhood or in our adolescent life. And it was something that was modeled to us by our parents or caregivers. So if it feels familiar, then more than likely it's rooted in your trauma, and you need to take a step back and really work on that. You can go to therapy or, do your own inner work, shadow work, inner child work, whatever you need to do. But again, we're going to keep replicating these patterns and these cycles of dysfunctionality in our relationships if we don't take those steps back and understand what it's rooted in. And more than likely, all roads lead back to our childhood trauma. So we have anxious, we have avoidant, we have disorganized or ambivalent, and we have secure. Secure attachment is the goal. It takes time to get secured with people. There has to be emotional safety. There has to be physical safety. There has to be a sense that we are accepted and our authentic selves are being loved. So if you are struggling in your relationships, get some help, get some therapy for your trauma, but be kind to yourself, because if you're not used to healthy relationships, you're not going to be able to really recognize it when you see it. So be kind to you, have self-compassion, and take care.